So you clicked on this video to learn how to be sub 6 on skewb, and I'm here to show you how. Okay, the first thing that we're going to work on is our layer building. So our first layer needs to be efficient and fast turning. Here are a few examples. On this case, we see this blue corner is connected and this red corner is connected. We're going to focus on blue here in this case. We have blue, white and orange here. This is the white piece, so when we build this, we should be able to see that this blue will be here. We can put that in. Where's our last piece? There. So this piece is going to end up on the bottom when we do our first move, which is this. So this blue piece back here, not the bottom, on the side I mean. When we put this in, it will end up on the bottom. So when we do this, we should recognize that in inspection. So we're going to do a fast rotation to here and put this in. Here's a second example. Here we're going to do red because we have a corner connected already. We could also do orange, but I think red is a bit better here. So if we look at this piece, can just go in, right? But what does that do to the other two? It puts them both on the bottom layer under two already solved pieces, which is not good. But there's a way to actually kind of do this case pretty efficiently. So here are two bottom pieces, here are two top pieces. And what we're going to do is we're going to move this piece over to here. And then when we solve this, this one's already set up. You probably already knew that, but make sure that you're turning fast on these layers. Here we have another example. We're going to do green here. This piece, it looks really bad because it's already touching the green center and it's not even in the right spot compared to this piece, which is solved. But if you look at our other pieces as well, you'll see that when we solve this piece will be ready to be inserted, right? So we're going to bring this back and bring this side down to put it in. This side can go straight up, and then we just have this piece here to deal with, which we could just do pretty easily. This also gave us a pretty nice last layer with no rotations. Okay, next thing that we're going to work on is being able to recognize what L5E case, not L5E, L5C case you're going to get before you do your second layer, or your opposite layer. On this case, obviously we just have a hedge, but we can see this blue piece will be here, which is going to be opposite. So this blue piece here, which is opposite, this is already solved, this is already solved. These two are going to get swapped. This is already in its opposite spot. So if these two get swapped, this is in its opposite spot and this is an opposite spot, it's going to be a H prime, which is bad. But since if we were to solve this, right, hedge this in, we get a H prime. What's our first move of a H prime? It's a sledge, which undoes what we just did. So what we're going to do instead is we're going to just do a Y2, a sledge, or a hedge I mean, a Y2 and a sledge. In this case we can see both of these are opposites. This front one is solved and this, why am I holding it that way? These two are opposites. This one needs to go up here and this needs to go down here. When we do our sledge, this one will get solved here. That will get solved up there. These two will swap, which will solve them. And that's already solved, so this is going to be a skip. So if you see a skip, you should be max TPSing that instantly. Here then we have another pretty bad case, but see the back is just random, right? If this is just random, it's not opposite and it's not solved, then we probably have a Z perm. Unless you get lucky, it could be a U perm, but more than likely a Z perm. White's going to go up here. Blue is going to be here. So centers that need to be opposite each other are opposite each other, but they're not in the right spot. So now we know it's going to be a Z perm. Obviously you're not going to look at the back, so we're not going to recognize it by that. But we can see this is in the wrong spot and this is in the wrong spot. This is not opposite its corners and this is not opposite its corners, so it's going to be a Z perm. Where is the Z perm going to be exactly? It's going to be between these two, because this is blue. Here's our red, which is going to go over here. So this is blue. Red will be here. Blue will be here. So we can no pause into that. Okay, next thing that we're going to work on is rotationless U-perms. So what a rotationless U-perm is obviously a U-perm without rotating. So a normal U-perm looks like this, where you do your sledge, and then you're going to Y2 and do another sledge. And that's not slow. Obviously, there are people that are faster than me, a lot faster than me, that do that. But this is more efficient. This is faster, takes out a rotation, and it's just faster. But you do mess up on this more. So what you're going to do, you're just going to do your normal Polish sledge. From here then, instead of doing your Y2 like this, you're gonna do your sledge. You're gonna regrip like this. So your thumb is coming over while your fingers are moving up. All the way to the cube is on my thumb down there. 2 fingers up here. 3 or 2 fingers on the back, it doesn't really matter. And you can rest your ring finger there. Now, when you do your first move, which is going to be pulling down this way, your hands will be in this position. You're going to then put your pinky on the cube back here to support it, bringing your wrist up, pushing with your thumb this way, putting your finger back here. See, my pointer finger was here, and it's here. And then I can pull, or what I like to do is just do a wrist turn like that. So you're turning your whole wrist like this, or you can pull like this really quick. Now this is a case that some people don't know. These two are swapped, these two are swapped. This case is the exact same as this case. These two are swapped and these two are swapped. You might be thinking, well, these aren't the exact same, obviously. Like, they look completely different. We can just pseudo it. So these two need to swap and these two need to swap. Obviously we can't get these two to the middle to swap here, right? These two can't go to the middle, but these two can. So if we solve these two into the middle, these two are now opposite, and now look, these two will swap and these two will swap if we do triple sexy. Not triple sexy, triple sledge. And then we just undo our setup move. Another alg that not a lot of people know is O-perms. This is an O-perm, where you have 3 sides solved over here, and then these 3 centers need to swap with each other. What you can do in this case is just do a setup move to make these 3 need to swap. This is the same as a U-perm. Technically, this is what we got. It's the same thing, right? We have 3 center pieces that need to swap, 3 center pieces that need to swap. So obviously a U-perm, the rotationless U-perm that we did, think about it as 2 sledges. Just like a normal U-perm, it is 2 sledges, but you're doing it from the back. So you do your first sledge, and then I'm actually just doing a sledge here. There's nothing different about the algorithm, it's just the finger tricks are completely different. So that means you can also do it from the back. See, this is not the opposite side, but if we start with our top one, we just do a sledge and it's solved. That's what we're going to use for this case. So when we bring down this center to here so that we have these 3 need to swap, we can just do our back sledge, do a front sledge, undo that setup move. And that's how you solve the O-perm. But thank you guys for watching the video, I really appreciate it. If you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments below. I'll be sure to answer every single question. Mark my word, I will answer every question. If you guys want a tutorial for any other cube that I'm decent at, if you want to know what my average is for every event, just go on to my WCA profile, which will be in the link in the description. Also, follow my Twitch. Make sure to like and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you tomorrow.